morning, everyone. This is Sandra Alexei, and it is April the 4th, 2025. Welcome to my world. And I'm actually an astrologer and a muse and an author 5 times. And I am very, very excited and pleased and honored to introduce a healer and coach. Okay. The last book I wrote is called, you can't see it because it's called Awakening to Your Soul. And because it's all about healing, what I had to do was I searched for healers and coaches throughout the world so that we have an expansive, you have an expansive audience on eBay, okay? And they do treatments, attunements, and everything. And so I want to introduce Annabelle, and she's going to tell you all about herself, and then I'll have all the hashtags, and hopefully you will get a hold of her. Go ahead, welcome.
Thank you so much, Sandra. I'm really excited to be here with you. So my name is EINAV Avni. It's not an easy name to say, so
I know.
variations go. I'm an alignment coach and energy healer, and I mainly work with people that feel stuck in the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual realms, and so I first of all do the coaching part with them, and then I do the energy healing, which I follow the emotion code, body code, and belief codes. And in a nutshell, that's me.
Okay, and where are you? Where have you out of? Where do you reside?
I'm in London in the UK,
Right.
but really I do all of my work online. So yeah, that's just my base, but Zoom is my second home.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I think when I did the book, I put it under treatments and attunements. And my job is to find these very, very gifted people, because there's a lot of people out there, but I want somebody with experience that actually there's changes after there is the attunements and the healing and that type of thing. And so I think it's really important. And what we've been through, basically awakening to your soul. The book I wrote was about getting rid of ancestral karma, but we also have gone through a tremendous high anxiety shift in consciousness, I say. And it was, so the trauma, I believe, is held in the body, is it not?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And the emotions, but the emotions in the body, I'm trying to sort out what emotions and body and that type of thing are. And so you start with the coaching and then you work with them. So they don't have to be touched by you. Like, it's not like Reiki.
No, it's not Reiki at all, actually. But the reason why I like the coaching first is because I give you tools that you can actively, act on. The healing is more passive. I connect with your subconscious mind and I clear emotions, I clear blockages, I clear whatever is interfering from your energy field, but it's very passive. So the good thing is that people don't need to go back into the trauma. They don't need to go back into the pain, because I basically have conversations with their subconscious mind. But with the coaching, we do go deep. But again, it's not about bringing up the pain. It is about finding empowerment, finding how to get back into alignment so that we can heal. And that is really the base of everything that I do.
So you actually, you help you empower the person. And the most interesting thing is, from an astrological point of view, like last year, it comes every 18 months. We were all collectively and personally, we had to embrace our sovereignty and our emotional honesty and our authenticity and all of the things of who we were, simply because there was so much control over everybody. And so many people wanted to be nice. That's the social niceties. So the one was the Aries, the other was the Libra. It's like, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But people got to the point where it was like, to know thyself and to thyself be true. And I think for me, it's always, because I'm about self-discovery, is honor the spirit and the soul. Find out who you are. And the most important thing is to take your personal power, have some good boundaries and that type of thing, and find out what you do best. But people, if you're in pain all the time, like I've been in pain, they want me to have a hip operation made. And I find that so many people have so much pain, and there's just like pain management. But I don't think pain management ever moves them to the level of personal mastery and personal power.
Exactly, exactly. Because my belief is that when we are suffering from chronic conditions, cancer, things like that, it's not because this is what we're meant to suffer with. It's actually because we've gone so far out of alignment. We are so far into fears and limitations and compromises that, the body says, hang on, you're not going in the right direction. You're not listening to yourself. You're not really, honoring who you are. So I need you to pause for a moment, and I need you to reassess and really go where you've never been before, maybe you never dared to go. And now let's basically take it all apart, put it all back together in the right way. And then all of these pains, all of these conditions can fall by the wayside. And that's I believe that's what I work with my clients.
The release. And the most interesting thing, because, excuse me, I talk about alignment. And so I use the figure 8, because if we do it horizontal, it's infinity. And I do the figure 8. And so I always say the bottom of my body, the body I'm here on this earth, is my physical body. And then the top of the 8, I say, is my spiritual body. And my job is to align with that. And that's when we get into our own intuition. And I believe that at that point, once you can honor your intuition, because I do a lot of readings and a lot of people give their power away, number one, or else they're not connected with their intuition because they don't trust. So we have a lot of these different things going. And so what I'm hearing is that's what you can help people with. Okay.
Exactly that.
And so what we're going to do is I've got all your hashtags that will be at the bottom, and this will go on YouTube, and it goes on Rumble. And then on my Facebook, I then share it with everyone. I share it on Facebook, and then I send it individually to everybody too on a day, because it's very important for me with what's happening in the world and how much healing we do need right now. And that's what I love, is that it's not something that they have to be there. But I think it'd be very interesting if you would be ever open to, say, professional speaking at a healing conference, wherever it was. Okay, I think you'd be very good at that. And another thing is to be able to maybe do some personal coaching. Say if somebody had done some energy healing, maybe as time goes on, you'll kind of put a course on for them. Or you could do like a workshop. I don't know. That's just my creative way of saying, like, kind of what's next in your field of consciousness.
Absolutely. Speaking, courses, coaching, group coaching, all of these are already in the pipeline. Already
It's in the
in
pipeline. We
the
just got to open the pipeline. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And so if there's anything you can say to end it all, and I hope that everybody that sees this contacts on the bay. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
So you can tell them how they can contact you. And as I say, they'll be there. You've got your email, but I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, of course. The first place to find me is in my website, untangledhealing.com. This is really, I have all of the information, has the, contact me and arrange a chat. Also, all the links to my Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, podcast, all of these can be reached from my website, untangledhealing.com.
Thank you so much. And so now I've got to make sure and do this right.